Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is Dr. Okinyi bringing you a special episode of Cooking with the Surgeon. So what if you have a patient who's bleeding out in casualty? What do? You need to patch him up. It will be messy. It may not be as beautiful as you want it to be, but it will be effective. And that is the theme of our cooking today. So you first of all need a clean surface. This is surface A where you'll put your ingredients. You need the pasta, flat pasta, onions, coriander, and onions. Don't care about the size, the amounts. All you need to know is that you need them. The next step will be putting down the cheese. You need 3 types of cheese: mozzarella, parmesan, and pizzarella. This is the first time I'm using pizzarella. That was a very bad decision that I made, but it managed to sort out whatever we needed sorted out. You also need a slab of minced meat, and that's that. What are we making? We will find out at the end. So this is our ingredients all washed up. The onions have been flaked and we're ready to cut them up. So the proper cutting technique that surgeons use has been copyrighted by the Surgical Society. We can't just display it to, for lack of a better word, mere mortals. So our cutting technique will look very haphazard here, but that's intentional. Do not mind, do not worry about us. Yep, for good effect, that onion has been cut right down the middle. That's surgical precision. Okay, that could have been down the middle, but it wasn't, and it was intentional. So this is our final chopped up product: the onions, the tomatoes, and the coriander, done behind the scenes. Put in a little bit of oil in your skillet pan. Is it a skillet pan? I do not know. It was once non-stick, but someone took off the sticky non-stick parts. Put in the minced meat, add onions, and mix until it browns up well. Of course, the next step would be preparing your cheese. This is pizzarella and mozzarella. We are grating it up. They're being sold already grated in the supermarket, but this is much cheaper. And surgeons are always hands-on. We're not scared of doing stuff for ourselves. Okay, so much effort for so little cheese. So we will change position, lift it up a bit, and we'll get the amount of cheese that we want. Mix up the 3 types of cheese with coriander. Put in eggs, 2 eggs, remove the shell. We don't need the calcium in it or salmonella. Mix the cheese well enough and we are good to go. The stew has already browned up well. Add onions. Boil some water. Put in the flat pieces of pasta. Put them one by one so that they don't stick together. That will not be good for our end product. So you want to bring it up to a boil first before you put the pieces of pasta. And then after that, pour out the hot water and pour cold water so that you can stop the process of cooking. The number of pieces of pasta you want to put, it's up to you. Now the stew is done. You lay it down on the carousel so that the pasta does not stick to the base. Now pasta, you add on the stew and you roll it up to a ball. So this other part will be in slow motion. I do not know why I put it in slow motion. I guess I was going for an effect which I also don't understand, but it is what it is. So after you've rolled up the pieces of pasta, just lay it on the carousel as indicated, and then put on a generous amount of cheese. As you can see, the purpose of the cheese is to prevent drying of the food when you put it in the oven. Take note, we're going to put it at a very high level, highest temperature for maximum effect, means at 240 for 20 minutes. After that, this is what is coming out. Beauty. It espouses beauty. The surgery has been successful. Our patient is very happy with her meal, and that's all you need to do. Nothing hard about this. As a disclaimer, the proper technique of doing this cooking has been kept from the general public because it's been patented. Thank you and come back again. Hit that subscribe button. We always love you subscribing.